Saturday comes around, and I've got no one to go with, and this is going to be no good unless there's someone next to you. Because we've all been to gigs, stood at the back, ripped on the crowd, and ripped on the band. It's too much fun. And you can't do it alone. You know, you can't go, oh my God, there's a guy with a heavy metal poodle hairdo on his head. Man with poodle, incoming, incoming! Unless you have a set of ribs to dig your elbow into. You need to go, oh, check him out, check him out. You can't stand there alone and do it. You can't be the funniest person in the room unless you have your friend going, you're the funniest person in the room. You know, so bada bing needs bada boom. Heckle needs Jekyll. You know, you need your co-conspirator. And so I had to find someone as cynical and as jaded as myself. And I found her. This is this girl I know. And I called her. I said, Ratt is playing tonight. She goes, I know, I saw that in the LA Weekly. How hilarious is that going to be? A bunch of 30-somethings dealing with Rogaine, wearing Dockers to work, trying to recapture some 80s glory. I'm like, I know. We got to go. She goes, oh, we got to go. But I'm not paying. I said, you don't have to. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Are you my date or what? She goes, we are so there, we're already in the front row. I said, I know what you mean. And so I picked her up and we went. Parked the car, go to the venue, and there's the line going down the street. And it's like, oh, like 200 paid. And the guys look great. Because the guys are older now, they're more organized, and instead of having their laundry in a big moldering pile in the middle of their 8-person hovel they used to live in, now they're responsible, and they actually fold their laundry, and they stack their T-shirts like pancakes in the closet out of a cardboard box, which is, you know, as close to a dresser as these guys are going to get until they get married. And so they have the big stack, and laundry day is determined by a guy when he hits the Skid Row shirt. He's like, I'll wear it. Ah! It must be laundry day. So these guys have gone 4 feet below the Skid Row shirt. And this is, you can see the trail of a man's life by going down through the stack of T-shirts. Because the men will never throw the shirt out. They just keep it as some kind of weird memento of something they'd been through. It's a rite of passage. And so you go way down 4 feet below the Skid Row shirt. There it is. It's black. It's cut halfway off. The sleeves are cut off. And the front says, Great White. Remember every metal dude who would lurk next to a Pac-Man machine had his billowing hanging off his skeletal white boy body, the Great White shirt cut off 4 inches below the nipples. And the abdominals are exposed, the Christ-like obliques go into the jeans that hang diagonally off his have-no-ass hips. And they would just kind of lurk, you know, like, what's the matter, dude? Not into rock. As he flicks back his semi-mullet Farrah do, you know? And so these guys have found the Great White shirt, and they've put it on in spirit of the occasion. But these guys have filled out over the years, as one will do with adulthood, and now the Great White shirt hugs them like a jogging bra, with full cleavage exposed. And there's something really weird in a lot of adult males. I call it the phenomenon of the hairy man tit, where these men get cleavage. And it's kind of muscle, kind of fat, hairy with a nipple dug in there somewhere. Really weird when it gets sweaty. And you can see them sweating through their shirts on a hot day, and you're like, wow, that dude's got tits, man. And you kind of want to go over like, okay, don't trip out on me or anything. If I close my eyes, that kind of turns me on. Whoa, you like jazz? You know, whatever. And I just wonder if women like trip out on the hairy man tit, like during the sex act, you know, when they're, you know, plastered to a bed and the hairy man tits are acting like this weird hairy printing press. And I wonder if the woman is like, and they hit the threshold like, I'll wash but I'll never get clean. And the guy comes back like, is it my hairy man tits freaking you out? Yes, put the jogging bra back on. I can't take it. And so these guys have their jogging bras on. And a lot of guys at this age, they buy off-brand jeans to wear. They buy Jean brand jeans, Walgreen brand jeans, strip mall brand jeans. And these have a very distinctive cut. They have no cut whatsoever. The diameter of the pant goes for the same from the butt all the way down to the ankle. Big stovepipe pants with a little bit of elastic in the back. Now these jeans are an investment in your future. Because no matter how big your ass gets, you can still rake the leaves with these babies 30 years from now. And they show off no package, no ass, nothing. They don't look very sexy. They look like they get the job done. And a real man wears real jeans that get the job done. And so these guys want to be more in the spirit of rock. And a lot of men live in this fallacy where they think that their waistline has not changed from high school. They think, well, yeah, I mean, but, if I put the pants on right, I'm still a 31. Oh, yeah, right. Too bad all your pants say 38. And, the only thing that's really changed in me is, my legs are bigger now because I work out every 8 months. And so these guys had, deluded themselves to think that they can still fit back into the 501s they haven't worn since 1988. And so why haven't I gotten into these before, man? I fit in these. And they get them up to about mid-thigh. And the pant just quits. There's no more to go. Like, they pull it up, trying to get it up to the waistline, and denim is not a very forgiving fabric. It's pretty tough stuff. These guys are strong and they're desperate. It's like, they get it up right about, here. And the eye and the button at the top, about 6 inches away from each other. And the guy goes, oh, fuck. So he just goes to the garage, gets out the duct tape, and just tapes those babies on. And they look kind of cool, but he can't fit his wallet in his back pocket because it's too tight. And if he drops his car keys, he's fucked because he can't bend down to get them. So there he is with his jogging bra and his pants are way too tight, and he's, desperately holding in his gut. And there's his girlfriend, who's not been spared the ravages of maturity either. She has to get back into spandex pants to recapture the day. Now, spandex is a much more forgiving cloth, so it's way more forgiving fabric. And so they're pulling, and it's going along with the joke. And they get it up, and over, and it's on, the pants are on, they're hanging in there, they're stretching for all they're worth. And in the front, these girls have the frontal labial wedgie split going, which is, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I'm just telling you what I saw, And I saw it, like you've never seen that. I mean, come on, you go to the supermarket or wherever, and you're like, whoa, thanks. And so they're there with that, and they have their bad girl take me to an early grave tonight, evil devil woman child, rock and roll gal halter tops on, back from the day, and. Now that they've expanded a little, the halter is hugging them pretty tight. And a lot of these females have not come to the conclusion that, well, when you get older, you kind of widen out a little, and you need to buy a bra that allows for your expansion. And so some of these women cannot come to grips with that, and they keep that bra for the last 15 years. And they put it on, like, okay, it's on. Now, the fat that's on the side. I'm just telling you what I saw. It has two choices where it can go. It can go down or up, but it cannot stay underneath the oppressive, weight of the bra strap. Now, since the girl's halter has no sleeve, and you can see which way the fat tends to go. It tends to go up and over, and make this little fleshy hot dog that gets wedged between the bra strap and the armpit. And it is usually kind of dappled with armpit hair that's been shaved and coated with white antiperspirant. So it's like this weird little fleshy sausage kind of